So Robocash recently announced a new CEO and a CFO, which is kind of a big news for any business. As an investor, you want to ensure that the people running a company are experienced enough to fulfill their duties. Luckily for you, I've been able to secure an exclusive interview with the new CEO to talk about the latest developments and answer the questions of our community. So if you're ready for a quick update about Robocash, this video is for you. I'm your host Jakub from P2P Empire, and if you are interested in getting exclusive insights into what's happening behind the scenes on P2P-linked platforms where you can earn passive income, consider subscribing and hit the notification bell to not miss out on future videos. So as already teased, Robocash hired a new CEO, so let's find out who she really is.
I'm Natalia Ishenko. I'm 42 years old. I worked for Robocash Group for almost 8 months already. And all my previous experience is connected to banking, consulting for banks and insurance companies in Big Four companies, Ernst & Young and PricewaterhouseCoopers. My general specialization is effective business models and operating models, strategy, operations, efficiency, and a bit of ESG, sustainable strategies.
Natalia has 20 years of experience in banking and consulting, which makes her certainly qualified to lead Robocash. But what I was wondering was the reason for changing the CEO and CFO.
We decided that now is the time to fulfill our long-term plans, expand our product line to cover in full our clients' needs. And for this, we need a different structure. So Sergei Sidov remains in the group as chairman of the board committee. He actively participates in operation. And while I take the position of the CEO, and as you know, we also appointed new CFO, very experienced guy in finance and international standards. And also we have a chief investment officer who is responsible for online brokerage platform launch in Southeast Asia. These are our plans. And now we have also regional directors for Central and Southeast Asia, thus strengthening and expanding our presence in these markets. And all these changes are meant to grow the group and increase its profitability.
So as you can hear, Sergei Sidov remains in the company and takes a more strategic role while Natalia Ishenko is taking over the operations. As an investor, I'm always interested in the performance of the loan book I'm investing in. So I asked Natalia to share a few insights with me.
Our portfolio has recently exceeded 50 million euros. And speaking of the countries, the default rate taken as FPD 30 plus has been around 12% on the group level. The Philippines are a bit higher, with an average of 13%, and Kazakhstan team has been doing a great job this first half of the year, despite of the crisis, which was in January this year. Our FPD 30 plus rates decreased by 9% in May. So this is the absolute record. So during the crisis, company focused on working a lot with the existing client base, helping the clients to recover and to pay the loans. We have all instruments for this. This helps to keep business stable and resume growing rapidly when the situation stabilizes.
So Robocash continues its active risk management and focuses on existing clients even during challenging macroeconomic times. Existing customers are usually the most profitable in the payday loan business, so this strategy makes total sense. But what about the default rates in Sri Lanka?
Even in Sri Lanka, our 30 plus FPD ratio was less than 17%.
The CEO told me that out of these 17%, 90% is recovered by Robocash and 10% is sold to a debt collection agency. Due to the current situation in Sri Lanka, Robocash has restructured its loans and decreased the loan issuance to protect the performance of its loan book. What many investors are worried about is, however, Robocash's connection to the Russian lending business. The CEO shared with me that every lender is self-sufficient and financially separated from other companies within the group, which is also why investors didn't face any payment delays like is the case on other platforms due to the war in Ukraine. As I'm pretty exposed to the loans in Singapore, I was wondering what those loans are actually used for.
So in Philippines, we changed a bit the product to make it more profitable. So it's still the lending, but it is credit line. It is more convenient to the clients to repay it. So it has better FPD ratios. So it was a big development to change the product. Also, we have developed banking software, and now we have launched online medicine marketplace Una Pharma. We want to expand our product line just to increase the retention of our clients and to serve them in full. And this is the first of this kind in the country. So we will work a lot in the coming months on developing that platform to make it more comfortable to the clients. We see a great potential in going beyond lending services, though we will expand our lending product line as well. We want to introduce the installment loans and also the BNPL product. We see a huge demand in Philippines for these loans. But also just to retain the customers, we want to focus on the daily banking, investment products, as I already mentioned, the online brokerage platform. This is what the money from Robocash Singapore may be used for.
So as you can see, Robocash is investing in businesses beyond lending to increase its footprint in the Philippines. If you're familiar with Robocash, you might be aware that the group provides a group guarantee for all its loans. So I asked the CEO which companies are part of this group guarantee.
Zyme legally has never been part of the holding, as I already mentioned. It is focused only on domestic market and is not involved in the platform operation. Thus, it has also never given any guarantees to investors. The group business in Asia is efficient enough to back the guarantees for investors, facing no financial risk connected with the conflict. And our group perimeter is profitable and self-funding in most countries. Kazakhstan and Philippines, this year they generate tremendous profit. And I think this is the major thing which makes the group more sustainable, that is separated.
So as you could hear, the Russian lending business is not part of the group guarantee. So I was curious about the amount of profit the companies which provide the group guarantee are making.
In consolidated reporting, it will be more than 70%, I think, which is related to the group guarantee.
Besides discussing the development of Robocash's lending business, we also covered the questions you guys submitted to us in the community section on this channel. So let's go through some of the questions. Ruben was wondering whether a French version of the investment platform would be available. The good news is that Robocash will provide a French version in the near future as they see good potential in the French market. Regarding loans from other markets, investors should not expect any new countries to be added this year, although the company is looking at expanding its operations to Mexico. If you're wondering whether there will be a faster way to transfer money in and out of Robocash, I can share with you that Robocash is considering some better options. If you are a non-European investor, you will not be able to use Robocash as the company isn't ready to open its platform for non-European investors yet. For those of you who want to see some improvements in the user interface, your wishes will soon become a reality. Robocash is already working on a new UI to make the platform more user-friendly. The last question I asked the CEO was why investors should consider using Robocash and generating passive income.
I think that this type of investment is always associated with risk, and that's why it gives higher rates than other investing instruments or deposits. But we are safe. We value our clients, each one of them, and we do our best in operation area and also in the guarantee area just to give back all the money with interest, be stable, and be convenient to our clients.
Natalia is right. Robocash was always able to fulfill the obligation towards investors, which makes it for many investors one of the most stable platforms when it comes to investing in loans and earning passive income. While for some investors it may be too boring to invest on Robocash, I can tell you that boring is sometimes a much valued benefit. Being able to rely on the management to protect investors' interest is not something you should take for granted in the P2P lending space. Robocash is one of the few companies that has honored the obligation towards investors so far. And if you want to join the platform yourself, you can use the link below to get a 1% cashback bonus. I also suggest you read our Robocash review and inform yourself about the latest news to ensure that the platform is still a good option for you. If you have been using Robocash, let me know your experience with the platform in the comments below. If you found this video valuable and want to see more videos like this one, hit the like button. Thanks for watching and I'll catch you in the next one.